Hey, welcome back into today's video. We're gonna be talking about cancel culture, Jeffree Star, and I just want to go ahead and say that no, this is not going to be talking about trying to cancel Jeffree Star. This is only going to be talking about some strange things that I've noticed and that people were talking about. I've been hearing it on the street. We will be talking about some old dramas that Jeffree Star was in, but we're not trying to really focus on the past, as those are things that he's already apologized and moved on from. What we are going to be talking about is the questions that have been brought up recently. I watched a video from a YouTuber named I'm Alex. I will put it in the description below, and it got me thinking, and I paired that with some things I heard in the community, and that's what we're going to be talking about today in Exploring YouTubers. If you're unfamiliar with Jeffree Star, he is a YouTuber. He is the beauty guru, the one that has the most subscribers on the platform. Just after the cancel of James Charles by his YouTube mother Toddy, and if you're unfamiliar with that, I did do a video covering it within detail, so I will put it in the description below, so you might want to check it out for context. So recently, Jeffree Star has taken the lead as the most subscribers in the beauty guru community, which is a big deal. I got a tweet the other day talking about some old tweets from Jeffree Star. Let's check that out. This is one from September 26th of 2010. It's a very long time ago, and he's talked about this, how he's moved on from this. But this one right here, and specifically, he's talking about how many well, you can read. A lot of people were talking about the hypocrisy in this. Other people were saying, well, Jeffree has evolved, he's moved on, he's took accountability and admitted his mistakes. Other people were saying that the things that Jeffree Star did were much, much worse than what James Charles did, and that Jeffree Star was older at the time. And that if anything, since Jeffree Star has been through something similar, shouldn't he have been more of a role model or an example to James Charles, as James Charles had just barely turned 19 and had been hanging out with Jeffree Star even when he was 18, and it just seems like Jeffree Star would have been a mentor and just kind of reach out because he'd been there, but that didn't happen. As you see, Jeffree Star tweeted at James Charles, pretty much condemning him and perpetuating the world record loss in subscribers that James Charles suffered. In I'm Alex's video, Jeffree Star is even worse than James Charles. He points out examples and reasons, specific reasons why James Charles, if he's to be canceled, then so should Jeffree Star. He pointed out that Jeffree Star, back in 2009, live from the Vans Warped Tour, he was actually on video where he was harassing another straight male, literally.
How was your show? You're not nice to me. I knew it was big.
He went on to say that James Charles never did anything this far, yet James Charles still suffered the new world record for losing the most subscribers in the least amount of time. Other people were pointing out that Toddy should be held just as accountable because she knew the things that James Charles was doing. And if she knew what he was doing, then she was part of the in-group, and she was kind of letting this stuff go on. She was facilitating these actions. But when I first made my video, was under the assumption that her being the motherly figure that she just wanted to help James and was hoping that he would better himself. And apparently that did not happen, which upon realization that James Charles was behind her back trying to get other drama channels to make videos on her to take her down, she was sort of backed into a corner, which makes most sense to me. However, I got curious, and since conspiracy is a somewhat part of the channel that I have here, and a part that you guys actually like, we have to question everything, take nothing as absolute truth, and always look at all angles and form our own opinions. So I checked a rumor I heard about Jeffree Star deleting tweets. If you go on Social Blade, you can go to the Twitter section, and it will show you tweets that people's deleted, following, how many people they've unfollowed, and how many followers they gain daily. Now, this strange occurrence popped right out to me. Jeffree Star on May 9th deleted nearly 1,000 tweets. Now, a lot of people were saying, well, Jeffree Star he's the queen of deleting tweets, which I understand now. The strange part about it is it was the day before Toddy released her video by Sisters. Almost like he knew that the video was going to come out. Almost like he knew exactly what it was going to be about. Maybe he even worked together with Toddy on this video. Now, I do want to say this is speculation. Nothing that I'm saying is 100% proof. Like, definitely don't take this as me pointing fingers. This is just strange to me. Another thing I wanted to point out is I'm Alex's video. He released it on May 5th of 2019, pretty much bringing up the hypocrisy of Jeffree Star and how he is just as guilty. Well, if this was released on May 15th, I want you to look at the tweets that Jeffree Star deleted. The day before I'm Alex's release and the day of I'm Alex's release, he's actually deleted well over 1,000 tweets and even 69 today so far. So since I'm Alex released his video, of course other smaller drama channels have started looking into it, digging up Jeffree Star's past, which is of course upsetting everybody that's a fan of Jeffree Star. But you guys got to understand, when stuff like this is out there, it's as a YouTube commentary channel that cares about his platform, I do feel it is my obligation to at least look into these things a little bit. And like I said, I completely understand. He has apologized, he's taken accountability, and he's moved on. But this is not what this is about. This is the fact that he knows his past. He knows how difficult it was to be a young teenager with emerging celebrity status. And instead of mentoring James, he sort of threw him under the bus. That's what I want to focus on. Cancel culture is a heck of a thing. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you know anybody out there that's perfect, that's never made any mistakes at all, tell him to tweet me out. I'd like to shake his hand, because that's incredible. The whole basis of life is that if you're not making mistakes, you're not living it properly. We have to grow, and we don't grow through just automatically knowing everything. We mess up, we learn from those mistakes, and we move forward. And I made this little thing I wanted to say. I didn't make it. It was a great person that I was talking to, somebody that I highly respect, brought it up to me, and it says, in relationships, we are going to commit to not be perfect, but to the relationship, we commit to owning when we screw up, sincere regret, and constructive change to never make that mistake again. That is commitment to the other person, their value in the relationship. I am human. I will never be perfect, but I will always quest to improve myself and become a better person. And I think that's about all we can do. I don't think we need to look at it from the angles of cancel culture. I think we need to understand that we're all human beings, that we all make mistakes. And if somebody is willing to take accountability, and they're willing to own up to that, and they're willing to improve and have shown improvement, well, that's all that really matters in the end, I believe. But I'm interested in what you guys think. So why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box below. Thumbs up for those likes. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. It is weird that Jeffree Star knew when to delete these tweets. And okay, let's say he did know. Let's say Toddy reached out and said, hey, I'm going to drop this video. What do you think? They were in the same inner circle. Yeah, okay, so he knew. But even then, he knew. He knew what the video was going to be about. So he deletes the tweets. Let's say he just deleted any tweet that he thought would compromise him. Any tweet that he probably knew people were going to be searching into his past, and he's moved on. He's become a better person. So he went and deleted them. But the problem is, and this is where I'm seeing it, is he understands and knows of like the struggle from making mistakes and growth. So I feel like there's something that is being hidden, something that we're not seeing, or maybe everything is what it is, and I've just got my tinfoil hat on too tight. But either way, I know that you're repping your Greg, and how you do that? All you get is subscribe and notifications turned on. Be in the comment section to every single video, because I'm going to be there, Greg the Cat's going to be there, and the rest of the Red Star community as well, and I expect to see you there too, because this channel loves you. I don't know. This coffee's too strong. Maybe I'm just high on coffee. I don't know.
I thought that I would be the one that would take the hit